Hello guys, it's Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have an Oppo Find X5 Pro with a cracked display, and David is gonna replace it for us. Let's go. So this one, when you plug it in, will show us something, and it's showing us weird lines and patterns, and it's flickering all over the place. You can see up close the damage just on the corner right here, exactly I think where the connector is. So that is very unfortunate. If you want to try this to prevent this kind of damage to your Oppo Find X5 Pro or any other smartphone, definitely consider a high quality phone case, so that when you drop it, it will just bounce off and minimize the cracks that you will have. It's not a guarantee, but phone cases will definitely give your smartphone solid protection. I'm gonna unscrew some screws here at the bottom. We're gonna focus our attention here because this is where you can find the connector for the display. The cover is off, and now we can see some connectors. The rightmost connector is for the display. We're gonna detach that and whip out our replacement display, and we'll try to plug this in. Press it in and try to turn this on. There you go. I think this smartphone is already zero battery, so we are gonna plug it in, wait for it to charge up and boot up. You can see there the cameras, touchscreen, and the display are all good. It's quite a bit slow, and David is gonna continue with the fix after he successfully shut this phone down. I think you should push 2 buttons to shut this down. Batteries depleted for sure. Now that it's properly shut down, we are gonna continue with our disassembly. We're gonna detach the replacement display and remove the connectors for the daughter board and remove the SIM card tray. This part of the smartphone is super dense. You can see lots of connections. And to remove the display, it's quite tight on the sides here, so we're gonna cut through with a box cutter. David is already wearing his thick glove on the left hand, and this is just to give us space so we can put our prying tool through, and we're gonna slowly slice through the adhesive underneath. Also have this plastic shims. David is already clawing through this smartphone, and we're gonna use some force. The display is not anymore gonna be reused, of course. It's gonna be recycled, and you can see here the adhesive is quite strong on this Oppo. Gonna lift this up, slice through the adhesive. It's really putting up a fight. It's quite a considerable amount of time before we successfully remove the display. I'm gonna put some liquid adhesive on the housing. We're gonna avoid some holes for the speaker and the camera, of course, and we're gonna put sufficient amount around the housing. So this is gonna be different from the factory adhesive. So if you're expecting a waterproof smartphone using this adhesive, it's not gonna be possible, of course. And we don't guarantee that it's going to be waterproof. It's just going to hold on to the new display so that you can use your device. We're going to install the new display now. I'm going to route the connector through this slot in the corner and position it and pressing it in. So this kind of repair is relatively easy when you follow the instructions, but sometimes when you DIY your own repairs, something needs more troubleshooting. So if you don't have the time and don't have the patience to do these kinds of repairs, maybe you should consider professional help, professional technician in your local area. And if you are in Sydney and you can visit Sydney CBD Repair Centre, you can look for David and he can give you a quote, and I think he will just do the repairs if he has the parts for your smartphone. If you're not from Sydney, you can also mail in your broken smartphone. You can still reuse them. You can save a lot of money by fixing your existing smartphone rather than buying a brand new one, of course. And you still have your own data, of course. You don't need to transfer anything. It's a familiar device. Save some money, save some time, and saving the environment by reusing your existing smartphones. We're gonna charge this phone up for quite some time, let the adhesive cure, and we'll put on some protective film. Since this Oppo Find X5 Pro has some sloping edges, it's gonna be like the Galaxy S8 or other Samsung devices. There's no tempered glass with this kind of profile, so we're gonna use plastic cover. You can see here. It's gonna be tricky, but David will show you how the professionals do it. Clean up the screen, line it up, position it, and then slide it through. And remove the top cover and pressing the both sides, and we're done. So I hope you enjoyed, guys. We'll see you again next time. Like and subscribe. Cheers.
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.